Hello everyone, and hope everyone's having a good day today. I was going to talk about a piece of equipment that I have, and I don't know just a whole lot about it. I use it quite a bit. We've had it for quite a few years, and I just wanted to do maybe like a little review on it, or so forth. This is what we call a two-bottom plow. And of course, it's got two plows on there, as you can see. When it sits over the winter time, if it sits out in the weather, all this will be just rusty. But once you pull her down through the ground, just a couple of swipes, it'll turn real nice and shiny. It won't hurt it, but you know, it's better to be in the shed. I don't have enough shed space right now. I'm going to add on here pretty soon, hopefully. But anyway, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, what I know about it. It's a 1977 Ford model. It does pretty good. The only thing I don't like about it, but yet it is handy, it was made for a purpose, is if you'll notice this and this is not lined up directly straight across. And I really can't tell you the specific purpose in that, but what it actually is or does, it has something to do with these springs, these loaded springs in here. And say if you're going down through there and you hit a big old rock or a root, that thing will spring action and it won't let it break the plows down here. It'll just sort of make it kick back. And it has something to do with that anyway. And I say if a fella wants to do just a little bit of gardening all the way up to a bigger farm, man needs this right here. It turns over the soil. Now this is an old school product right here. They don't even make them anymore that I know of. But anyway, it does a super fantastic job. One of these days when I'm using it, I'm going to do some videoing on it. But it loosens the soil up. You can go down real deep. I guess it really depends on how big of a tractor you got. But my tractor, it does good. It'll probably push it down to, I don't know, 12 inches or so. And I've got just a smaller tractor. I've got a 135 Massey Ferguson, and it's rated probably, I don't know, around 50 to 60 horsepower. But one thing when you're going to buy any equipment really, is you want to look for worn and torn, wore out equipment. And you can tell this one here hadn't had no welding on it. And if you find a piece of equipment that has been welded on all over, patched up, had extra pieces of iron put back on it and then welded on it, you might want to stay away from it. Now if it's just got one little weld, or you know, if you can pretty much tell if somebody actually welded it that knows how to weld, you know, it's okay. It's just used piece of equipment. But man, if it's been cobbled up and pieced up here, there, and yonder, my suggestion is leave it alone. You know, keep looking. You'll eventually find a pretty good deal. You know, just give it time. But this right here is a pretty good piece of equipment. Like I say, this wheel right here has got a little bit of wear to it. I hadn't done much to it. It just sort of keeps it in line, I guess you'd say. But anyway, like I say, it's an older piece. But I'm telling you, you run this thing across through there. What I normally do is run it across there. It digs into the ground. It turns over the soil and just mixes your soil up and puts like your topsoil around, you know, 6 inches. We'll just say 6 or 8 inches down, which that's where your root of your vegetables is going to be. So, you know, that sort of helps. You can put your, turn it over. And then you take your disc and you run over it, and that disc breaks everything up. I usually try to turn my dirt over one day, and then the very next day I'll go in and disc it up, unless I'm in a big hurry, and then I'll do it all in one day, and then I'll go straight into planting. But it just gives that soil just a little bit of time to dry, and it's not as clumpy, I guess you would say, if you'll let it go for one day, in my opinion. But anyway, I just wanted to show you all this. If you don't have one, I suggest getting one. Now, I do a little bit of no-till, because these farm equipment are great, but they take a lot of time. And, you know, it's just pretty much me running this place around here. I don't have a whole lot of help. I do hire a guy part-time. But, you know, I've got other stuff going on and other businesses and so forth. So I ain't got a whole lot of time to mess around a bunch. But anyway, if you're just wanting a good garden, a real good garden with soft soil, I would suggest this. It's called a 2 bottom plow. Now, they do make 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 8. But on a regular old garden or a small farm like I've got, you're probably not going to have a great big tractor. And it takes a great big tractor to pull these things if they're above a 2 bottom plow. Now, to be honest with you, like I say, I got a 135 Massey Ferguson. And it's about 50 to 60 horsepower. And this is all my tractor wants right here. Now I've got one more piece of equipment. It is a tiller that goes behind your tractor. And it's actually too big for my tractor. It's a 6 foot. And it's really too big for my tractor. My tractor will pull it, but you're going to be going slow with it. And it will pulverize the soil, and I mean does a super good job. But anyway, it's really too big. It should be like a 5 foot. Mine's a 6 foot. Mine's an old school, so it's extra heavy. But anyway, we'll get into that another time. I just wanted to do one review on this. I probably need to paint it, but hey, it does the job. Like I say, I'm going to try to work on my barn, my shed. But anyway, that's about all I have for today. If you're a new viewer, please subscribe, like, throw out some comments if you want to know anything. If you want to know anything else about anything that I might have, or if you may see in the video, let me know. But anyway, if you're a new viewer, please subscribe, share the channel. We're a small channel trying to grow. And y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching.